Hey guys, so this week we're gonna be looking at standard form for linear inequalities. So essentially we are going to basically just be solving them to put them into slope-intercept form so that we can graph them, just like we did the ones last week. So I'm going to take this equation and move it over here. So x minus y greater than 1. Now, we've done this before with equations, and we have solved inequalities. So the only thing you have to really remember is that if you divide or multiply by a negative, the inequality symbol will change directions, okay? But we're going to do this just like we did with equations. So I'm going to move the x over, and then you got to be careful because the -1 and the negative x, they don't actually go together because they're not like terms. One is a variable and one is a number. So they don't combine, I guess. So I'm going to get negative y is greater than negative x minus 1. Then to get y by itself, I'm going to divide by -1, because if there's nothing there, it's like a 1. Then I'm going to divide everything on this side by -1. But since I'm dividing by a negative, my sign is going to, my inequality symbol is going to change direction. So it's going to become y is less than positive x plus 1. So now I have my m and my b. B is the number by itself. M is the number with x. If there's not a number there, it is 1. And if it's a whole number, it's just over 1, because remember, slope is rise over run. So to plot my points, I will start at the y-intercept, which is b, and then I will use the slope. I'll use the slope to go up 1 and over 1. And then I'll go backwards. Down 1, left 1, to go all the way across the graph. And then since there's no line under my symbol, that will be a dotted line. And then since it's less than, that's below. So remember, what this means is that any point in the part that I've shaded will be able to be plugged into that inequality and make the statement true. So for example, if I plugged in 0, 0 for x and y in the original equation, 0 minus 0 is 0. And 0 is in fact greater than -1. And that's true of any point in here. All right, so for this one, same thing, I have to solve it for y. Oops. It's less than 10. So I'm going to do the same 2 steps that I did before. I'm going to subtract 3x on both sides. And I get 2y is less than or equal to negative 3x plus 10. So then I'm going to divide everything by 2. And this time I'm dividing by positive 2. So I'm not changing the sign, the direction of the inequality sign. So this will be y is less than or equal to, now -3 is not easily divisible by 2. So I'm just going to leave it as -3/2. Because remember, this is slope and I want rise over run. I don't want a decimal. And then 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that gives me my m and my b. So m is -3/2, b is 5. And I can graph from there. So I start at 5. And since it's -3/2, I'm going to go down 3 spaces and right 2. I'm going to follow that same pattern and go down 3 and right 2. And since there is a line under my symbol, because it's or equal to, I will draw a solid line. since it is less than or equal to, I'm going to shade beneath the line below. So anyway, that is all that is new for this week. We'll go over this again at the live meet, and then you have some more, homework problems, all right?